Right there, front and center, ready to turn him in for embezzlement. Caleb's only hope is finding Angel.
Caleb said if this goes to trial, he's going to come forward with the whole story.
And do you think the jury will believe him then? It'll just look like a last attempt to try and save his own neck. There's no proof. There's nothing to back him up, not without Barkley or Angel.
There's you.
It'll just look like I'm trying to protect him because he's my brother. We have to find Angel.
Holden, you said yourself we don't even have a clue where she is.
We do now. Barkley said she knew that Virgil Cartwright had been arrested, and that he was brought to Oakdale. But how? I think I'm going to go down to the police station. Maybe they'll let me talk to this guy.
You're not going to give up no matter what, are you? You know, I really respect that. Not just your concern for Angel, but what you're trying to do for Caleb. After what he said and what he's put you through. And he's not going to thank you for it.
Well, I'm not looking for thanks.
No, you're not, are you? Hey, let me know what happens, all right?
I will. Don't know what I'd do if I didn't have you.
Oh, but you do have me. And that's the way it's going to be. Oh.
You're saying that the truth could convict me?
I'm saying that it gives you a strong motive for going after Henry Lang with a gun, which is premeditated murder.
But it wasn't murder. It was suicide.
There are no witnesses.
Well, what if I tell him that Henry was abusing his daughter and that the truth was about to
Where's
come
your
out?
corroborating evidence? Even if Angel is found, she could deny it.
What about
Panic.
What about Barkley?
Barkley, I'm sure his loyalties would lie with his sister. It may come down to a choice between you and her. Caleb, that's why I think you should get another attorney.
No.
You could get a postponement.
Jessica, I don't want another attorney. You starting to doubt my innocence?
No, I'm not. But convincing a jury would be an uphill battle, especially after you jumped bail.
I know. Sometimes I don't think things through.
Like when you went after Henry Lang with a gun.
Jessica, you're right. I am holding something back, and it is about Henry. And it's worse than you already know. It's the reason that he committed suicide.
Is it enough to convince a jury?
I think so. And if it comes to trial, we'll use it, but I'm hoping that no one will ever have to know.
Well, in that case, I think you should just completely leave out the sexual abuse if you're not going to tell the whole story. It could give the DA more ammunition, and we just don't need that.
We? Does that mean that you're still going to represent me?
You know, Tom, you have to understand something.
I'm trying.
Caleb gave his word on this, and he will not go back on his word, even if it means sacrificing himself.
I've heard you say this. He gave his word to whom? About what?
You know, this is hard for me to talk about, Tom. I can only imagine how it is for Angel.
I appreciate you coming in here. Can we get to the point?
Yes, we can get to the point, all right? Henry Lang. Henry Lang has been forcing his daughter, Angel, into an incestuous relationship since she was 11 years old. It would probably still be going on if he wasn't dead. Now you know why Caleb was trying to protect her.
Yes, I do.
So this is going to help Caleb, right?
As the world turns. This portion brought to you today by new Mini Chips Ahoy from Nabisco, the fun bite-sized chocolate cookies.
If you want to tell people about Mini Chips Ahoy cookies, you don't go to these guys. You come to me, Spud Webb, the mini man in big-time basketball. These Mini Chips Ahoy are minis, like me, but there's a lot to them, like me. You grab a handful, crunch them anywhere. Mini Chips Ahoy. Personally, I like to dunk them.
Because of high cholesterol, 1 out of 4 adults is gambling with heart disease.
You can leave it to chance or do something about it with a diet including Fleischmann's margarine. 0 cholesterol, low saturated fat. Fleischmann's, because your heart is in your hands.
Oh, Mama, don't feed me no bologna. I want a bigger deal. Don't feed me just a sandwich. I want a sandwich meal. Don't feed me no bologna. Oh, yeah. I want a sandwich meal.
I can't fly with this head cold. My nose is too stuffed up and congested.
Here, take Actifed.
For strong medicine, take full prescription strength Actifed. Of the 3 leading cold medicines once sold by prescription, only one comes in its original maximum full prescription strength formula. Only Actifed.
You okay?
Yeah, this stuff really works.
Take full prescription strength Actifed. And to help reduce the fever and sinus pain of a bad head cold, take Actifed Plus.
Of course, I'm expecting all my executives to keep things perking when I'm away in Des Moines, but for you, Holden, I know your brother has his problems, so you will probably be distracted, right?
It won't keep me from doing my work at Walsh. Promise. I'll call you. Bye.
Good luck. I can read your mind, Mother.
Oh, darling.
Wouldn't it be nice if you could just wish us the best?
Baby, I've wished you the best ever since I first held you in my arms when you were that big. And that's why I'm unhappy when I see you throwing yourself at that boy who hurts you again and again and again, and you keep coming back for more.
I guess it's just useless for us to talk about Holden.
Yeah. All right. Onward to better things. Mother and daughter going head-to-head for the glittering prize.
When Daryl proposed this, I had a feeling you were going to get a kick out of it.
I do. I like it. I like the idea of the competition. You know, a lot of mothers and daughters pretend that there isn't any competition, but, honey, we know better, don't we? We know that there is. We're just getting it out in the open. We're very healthy. And there's one very nice thing. You see, if I win, I'm going to be very glad. And if you win, I'm going to be very, very proud. So I can't lose.
Well, I'll remind you of this when I win.
Yeah? Don't be so cocky, pussycat. I'm here. I want you to go up in my jet with me. Hmm?
No, I'm sorry to disappoint you after that big build-up, but I want to be here for the Snyders.
What? What? Did Holden tell you to stay?
No, Holden thought that I should go. It's my decision.
Honey, come on, what's the matter? Don't you care about DeWitt?
No, I'm having Sean fly over from Zurich to take the meeting. Oh, yeah, he's his last act as my official partner, and I have complete faith in him. Don't underestimate Sean.
Yeah, well, it's not going to be so much fun as it would be you and me.
Wouldn't it be nice if someday we were on the same side? I mean, especially when it comes to the man that I plan to spend the rest of my life with.
I wish I could say what you want me to say. I really do. But I can't. He's shrewd and he's ambitious, and I happen to like all that, but I don't trust him. Not with your happiness. Oh, no, 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 no. No. Caleb, I don't know if I can continue to represent you. Every time I turn around, you're throwing up another roadblock.
Jess, I wouldn't blame you if you still want Al.
Well, let me think about it. And I'll get back to you later today. But if I do stay on the case, promise me you'll allow me to use this bombshell, whatever it is.
If we have to, yeah.
Okay. You hang in there.
Thanks. Guard, we're through.
Jessica, good. I'm glad I found you before I have to take off. Since you have my power of attorney,
Where are you going?
Kruger thinks he may have found the proof that Terrell and Reyes have been operating from the Swiss accounts set up with Stenbeck.
Duncan!
Don't ask me anything more.
So you just didn't hear a word I said?
I know how you feel, Jessica. You made that very clear. But is it so wrong for a man to seek justice?
It's not justice you're after, Duncan. Otherwise, you'd give what you know to the authorities. It's revenge. And you don't give a damn how many sleepless nights you give the rest of us while you go after it.
I've thought very hard about what you said. But this may be my last chance. And if I let it slip through my fingers, I'll never be able to live with myself. Wish me luck. I have to go.
All right, so there you have it, Tom. Henry Lang was not the family man that he appeared to be. It was an act. I mean, you can understand why Caleb went up there with a gun to try to keep him away from Angel.
Why didn't he report the abuse to the police?
Report it to the police. He gave his word to Angel that he wouldn't expose this information,
Okay,
Tom.
Ellie, let's say it's true. Let's say that that's actually what happened. Let's say that...
Let's say it was true? Well, you want some confirmation? Ask Barclay. Ask Holden.
What about Angel's other brothers, Stephen and Jay? Did they know?
No, they didn't know. After Henry's death, Barclay tried to tell him. They didn't believe him, and they tried to beat him up.
So that's how that happened. Okay.
Hey, you know this Virgil Cartwright that you've arrested? He tried to kidnap Angel and take her back to Henry Lang. Caleb had to fight them off.
You seem to know an awful lot about all of this.
Yeah, Tom, I do, because Caleb and me, we don't have a lot of secrets, all right?
All right. Then I guess you're aware of a certain situation in Chicago.
Yeah. Angel kidnapped children after that abortion. Did Caleb tell you that?
I want you to know how much I appreciate you coming forward with this information.
This is going to help Caleb, right? Well, let's just hope he forgives me.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? I'll tell you if you
I need to speak to Tom for a minute.
Oakdale PD, this is DA Tom Hughes.
Ooh, you sound so official.
Would you hold, please? Would you excuse me for a moment?
Sure.
Ellie, thank you again. Hello, wifey. How's the youngest son doing?
He's sleeping right now, but what's going on with the Lang case?
And here I thought you called me up to tell me how much you love me.
I do love you, dear. But what is Caleb holding back, and why?
Well, I've definitely found out. We've got ourselves a motive.
Never. I thought I said no eating cookies in bed.
It's not a cookie, Mother. It's a fruit Newton.
Oh, carry on then, carry on.
A cookie is just a cookie, but Newtons are fruit and cake.
In Killarney, legend says take a deep breath after it rains and that fresh, clean feeling will last the rest of your journey. There's a bit of this in every bar of Irish Spring. Ah, the lost and fresh scent of Irish Spring. The Irish never quit.
Boy, are they noisy. It should be illegal for my brother to eat corn checks. My belly's getting a headache.
Next time I eat checks with him, I'm wearing earmuffs.
I'm getting hungry.
Deliciously crunchy corn checks. Now with a crunchy new shape and a great crunchy taste.
Ooh, checks are very crunchy.
Great tasting corn check cereal. The crunch for your bunch.
At the Nelson house, they always love getting together for Sunday dinner.
Ready yet, Grandma?
It's just special. Like the house dressing, zesty Italian from Kraft.
How the heck could he ever drop a ball like that?
Only Kraft has the tangy, spicy taste that's made zesty Italian the favorite at the Nelson house.
Oh, Mom, thank you.
And probably yours. Zesty Italian from Kraft.
Have you ever played football?
America's house dressing.
A superhero of yesteryear
Nightshade
comes out of hiding to save the Flash.
You, my friend, have no power whatsoever.
Thursday at 9.
Yeah, wait until you come home, and then you tell me everything. Okay, Leanne and Duke here. Bye.
Hi, Margot.
Hi, you're hungry.
Yeah, how'd you know?
Oh, because when Leanne comes back, everybody gets their appetite again.
Everybody? Oh, I guess so. I'm making lunch?
Yeah, I'll help.
Yeah, no. Why don't you stay with Margot? It's just the three of us, right?
No, Daryl is coming.
Oh.
Hi.
It's for my grandson.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. What? You come on in. Have some lunch. Leanne is cooking.
Okay, it's not too much trouble. Skipping classes today, huh?
Huh?
Yeah, skipping classes.
No way. I'm done for the day. As a matter of fact, I already went and booked a flight east for me and Leanne.
Okay, now, let's just cool it during lunch, okay? I don't want to be the referee.
No. I said all I have to say on the subject. Obviously, he's made up his mind.
Yeah, that's right.
Duke, why don't you tell your father that you want his approval? I mean, why are the both of you so stubborn?
You're right. Hold this.
Daryl, Franny!
Hi.
Surprise!
Yeah.
Well, I was out at the center, and I learned that this girl wasn't going to stop for lunch, and I couldn't let her get away with it.
Well, I did really want to see the baby again, so when Daryl said that he was coming by, I just thought, why not?
Well, Casey's asleep, but come on in, have lunch with us, take your coat off, tell me what's new.
Oh, let's see. What's new? Oh, well, this is going to knock your socks off. Are you ready? I just agreed to have dinner at Tonio's in order to check out Sabrina's portrait, and I told her I'd try to convince the rest of the family to come along.
Good luck.
It really is important to Sabrina that we all be there, Margot. So what do you think? You convince Tommy to come along? And...
No. As much as I like Sabrina, dinner with Tonio, sorry.
What do you think?
No, don't look at me. I'm going to New Jersey.
Come on, guys. Sabrina hasn't even set the date yet.
All the same, it's the best excuse I can think of.
The trick is to respect myself for who I am. I mean, aside from the money and the success, I think therapy is helping me with that.
Well, therapy is not easy, and I respect you for sticking with it.
Oh, thank you. Sabrina tells me that your husband is coming home. Oh, excuse me. Yes, Sandra? I'll take that call in the conference room. Would you ask Mr. Terrell to hold for just a moment? Thank you. Would you excuse me for a minute?
Certainly.
Mother, I hope you don't mind that I told Tonio about Father.
No. Why does he want to see me?
Well, actually, it was my idea. See, Tonio has his heart set on having the family over for dinner to unveil the portrait. Franny's already agreed to come and bring Larry, and...
Really?
Yes, it would mean so much to me to have you and Father there.
Well, honey, I've no idea what his schedule is.
Well, we can work around it. Oh, Mother, I really want this to be a family evening with Grandmother and Mac and Courtney and Andy and Lisa, she's family really, and maybe Ralph Mitchell since he's working with Tonio. I want it to be perfect. And I know that it can be now that Father's moved back in.
The feelings were there. Everything seemed to be right. And yet, I don't know. I don't understand it. I mean, that's an area of our relationship that's always been perfect.
There's that word perfect again.
Well, our lovemaking always has been perfect.
Sure, in retrospect, maybe. It's not easy living up to those expectations. How did Kim react?
She was very sympathetic and understanding. For some reason, that made it all seem worse.
Is this the first time that you and Kim have tried to make love since you made love with Susan?
No. Well, we tried once before. And Kim asked me if I'd used a condom when I was with Susan. So much for romance. Well, last night, we wanted each other. There were no distractions.
Are you sure? You weren't thinking about Susan?
If you want to tell people about mini chips and hard cookies, you come to me, Spud Webb, the mini man in big-time basketball. These mini chips are hard are mini, like me. Mini chips are hard. Personally, I like to dunk them.
Move to the back of the bus, please. Come on.
No, back here. excuse me.
Oh.
Excuse me, that's my stop.
Aren't you glad you used dial?
Hi.
Don't you wish everybody did?
I've got to get a car.
No matter how well you look out for your children,
She's so cute.
there are some things you can't see.
Looks more like you every day.
Like bacteria. They can be almost anywhere. That's why there's new Ultra Oxidol with bleach. It goes beyond cleaning dirt to wash away 99% of the odor-causing bacteria in your laundry, so you can rest easy.
Sleep tight.
Wash away 99% of bacteria from your laundry with Ultra Oxidol.
I'm a year old today.
I just turned 7.
I'm 1. On the day these people had their heart attacks, they started life over again. Now they eat a diet low in cholesterol and saturated fat that can actually help lower their cholesterol and risk of heart disease. Fleischmann's margarine is playing a part in that. Fleischmann's has 0 cholesterol, low saturated fat. Diet can help add years to your life. Will it take a heart attack to change yours? Fleischmann's margarine. Many happy returns.
Where's my family? If something terrible suddenly happened
Don't move.
and tore your family apart,
Terry!
I'm afraid she's dead.
how would you put your life back together?
I don't even know how you feel about Mother's death.
One family's true story of courage.
We'll make it through this.
Richard Chamberlain, Michael Learned, Aftermath, Sunday.
Northern Exposure, coming soon to CBS.
Of course, you must take the jet. For heaven's sake, I can manage. I'll manage to get to Iowa. You just take my jet and you bring home Tonio's head on a plate, okay? Yeah, I'm speaking metaphorically, you know that.
Of course.
Oh, this is going to be wonderful. You're going to nail him, and I'm going to end up making millions on that riverfront property. What's the matter? You don't seem to muster much enthusiasm. Revenge isn't sweet?
Well, perhaps it's not as sweet as I once thought it was. I may, by doing this, I may lose a valued friend.
Oh, but if you get Tonio, your valued friends will just line up in a row to shake your hand.
I doubt it, but it's a bit late for regrets. Thanks for the jet.
Well, safe trip. And my thoughts go with you. And avenge Shannon's death.
You know, you're one of the few people that understands what I'm trying to do.
Oh, of course. I mean, I do the same.
Excuse me. The jet will be ready to take off in half an hour.
Good.
Good, thank you.
Go in good health.
Thank you again, Lucinda.
All right. Huh. Okay. Tell Connor to come in.
Oh, Connor left shortly after you did this morning. She's not back yet.
She's not back yet? No. Why? All right. Send Kirk in.
Oh, he's not here either. I think he's looking for Connor.
What's going on around here? Where are they? Who is going to brief me for going before the board of directors in Des Moines? For heaven's sake, where are my stalwarts? Where are my loyal employees when I need them?
Look, I can understand your interest in Cartwright since he supposedly kidnapped your
Not
wife.
supposedly, Tom. It's a fact.
You know what? It's Virgil Cartwright's word against your brother's, and your brother's word isn't worth much right now. Virgil swears he was only bringing Angel home to Henry Lang.
By drugging her? And by going after Caleb with a gun? Listen, Tom, Barkley saw Henry give Cartwright a gun
It
before the
doesn't prove
holidays.
anything.
We're pretty sure that he was ordered to harass Lily.
So why did he go to the police?
Because it would have involved Angel. Ellie just told you everything. Come on, Tom, put the pieces together
I'm
for
trying,
yourself.
Holden. I can't put anything together unless I have Angel's corroboration.
Well, I'm trying to find her now. This is why I need to speak to Cartwright. Somehow she found out about his arrest. She called Barkley.
I can ask Cartwright if he'll talk to you. There's nothing I can do. Let's talk about Barkley then. Is he in Chicago? Do you know?
Yeah. Why?
Because I need to ask him a few questions in light of the information that Ellen's brought forth.
His brothers are giving him a very hard time about testifying for Caleb.
Fine. I need to talk to his brothers, too. I'll just get them all down here at the same time.
Hi. I didn't think that you were going to see me after this morning.
You know I love you, and you know I trust you. That's why I lost it when you said you were going to go to Tom with the truth.
Caleb, I love you. You know I understand. I just want to help you.
Yeah, well, it turns out you wouldn't have been helping me anyway.
What do you mean?
Well, Jess now thinks that if Tom knows the truth, it's going to give me a clear-cut motive in his eyes. So it's a good thing I stopped you because, well, it's good for Angel and it's good for me.
Remember the last time you microwaved chicken with breadcrumbs? Introducing French's microwave mixes. They're made just for your microwave to seal in the juices better than breadcrumbs, so you make tender, juicy chicken in delicious flavors like Italian Parmesan. One taste and you'll bounce the rubber chicken forever. New French's microwave mixes, the best way to microwave chicken.
Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. All the joys got nuts, Mama Joy's got a rich milk chocolate, coconut and munching up too. Mom's got deep dark chocolate and chewy coconut. Ooh. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. All the joys got nuts, because sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you.
My hair is so boring. Why do you say that? Your hair. Just a wonderful conditioner or something. I use Squab. I'm spending all sorts of money and you like Squab. Oh, you bet.
What's got into that cat?
Introducing frisky sliced varieties in beef, chicken, and seafood flavors. Tender chunks and delicious gravy that brings out the frisky in your cat.
What's got into that cat?
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment.
Everything about her husband was a lie. His business,
Phone calls were fake?
his identity,
Tom Harper is David, Nina's David.
his fidelity. Now, will the truth push Nina over the edge?
Our whole marriage was a lie. It's all to get my money.
The young and the restless.
This is CBS.
My whole family is here for dinner, and everybody wants a different bobboli. It's easy. I make Uncle Chich bobboli with ham and cheese, and Gemma with crab roux. The twins, Guido and Vito, grilled cheese.
Andiamo!
Mamma. Bobboli Italian bread shell. Top it with anything for a great meal. Just 8 minutes in the oven. Ah, bobboli. Beautiful family, eh? Only you can top bobboli.
You don't hang an original Dennis Jarvis on walls. You hang it on waves. Custom-fit surfboards are the only thing he puts his name on. At Wishbone, salad dressing is the only thing we put our name on. For Wishbone Light Italian, we blend the finest ingredients to create a dressing full of flavor. Fat-free, cholesterol-free. Custom-fit to the way you're living today. Wishbone. Salad dressing's the only thing we put our name on.
Norm's Restaurants. Tender sirloin steak and succulent shrimp. Complete dinner. Only $5.99 at all Norm's restaurants.
Quincy is back. Weekdays at 3 on Channel 2. And now part 2 of As the World Turns.
Montgomery Associates, Lily Walsh.
It's Gavin. Are you still speaking to me?
You mean because of Sean? Well, you'll just have to make it up to us by staying with M&A a long, long time. Listen, by the way, thank you for arranging for Sean to be able to go to Des Moines and meet with DeWitt.
Use me as a reference if you think it'll help.
Thank you. Thank you, I will. We're going up against Walsh. And since Mother is smarting from losing you, I think it's going to be all-out war. But I guess you didn't call me to talk about that. What can I do for you?
Actually, I was wanting a personal favor. Would you keep an eye on Barbara for me? I'm terribly worried about her. And let me know if she needs anything. And give her my love.
Well, why don't you come back to Oakdale soon and do that in person?
Oh, I might just do that, depending on how things go here.
Where's here? Why, I didn't think that I would get a straight answer. Well, good luck with whatever, and appreciate Sean. All right, you too. Bye-bye.
Hey, did you see Cartwright?
Tom's going to get back to me. I ran into Ellie while I was down at the station.
They called her in for questioning?
No, she went down to the bar herself. She ended up telling Tom about Henry's abuse of Angel. Yeah, she just couldn't sit back and watch Caleb hang himself.
Oh, I don't think Caleb is going to thank her for that.
Well, she's headed over to the jail now. Hopefully Caleb will understand why she did it.
I want this to be over with. I want Caleb to be cleared. I want this bitterness between you to be resolved. I want Angel to get the help she needs, and I want us to get on with our lives.
See, Jess thinks it'll look like I killed Henry to keep him away from Angel, which would be premeditated murder.
But it wouldn't be premeditated murder because it would be suicide. I mean, I don't see wherever the truth is hidden that it does anyone any good, especially if you're not guilty, Caleb.
Well, that's the ironic part. The jury would think I was just making everything up to give Henry a reason for turning the gun on himself. Either way, it doesn't help me.
Barkley will back you up.
We can't count on Barkley. No, Jessica definitely thinks that it's best to keep quiet right now.
Well, it's too late for that. I already went to Tom, Caleb.
What do you mean you went to Tom?
I mean that I went to Tom. And I told him about Angel and Henry Lang, and I told him about Virgil Cartwright, too.
I promised Angel.
Well, yeah, well, that promise almost got you convicted. What was I supposed to do?
You took it on yourself to go back on the promise? You know what you've done? Huh? If this gets out in the paper, Angel is never going to come back. She might even commit suicide. And I'm going to end up in prison for murder. All because of good old Ellie. Do you realize what you've done? Do you have any idea? You're going to have a lot more on your conscience than you bargained for. Now, get me out of here.
Caleb?
Go on.
No, Caleb, don't leave.
Cool, all right?
Please talk to me. Please don't leave.
Try something different. La Choy chow mein noodles on salad. They're better together.
Jet Dry Ultra with Film Fighter Plus works like magic. It removes the dull film that builds up on dishes, so they're ultra shiny, ultra clear. And we mean ultra clear. Jet Dry Ultra. Ultra shiny, ultra clear.
You've always trusted Woolite to care for your fine sweaters. You can also get that same Woolite care for your rugs. Woolite's triple action cleaning system penetrates deep down to remove even stubborn dirt. Trust Woolite care for your fine carpets.
It's hot, soothing, lemony, strong. It's the hottest news in cold relief. New Tylenol Cold and Flu. With 3 powerful cold and flu fighters, plus Tylenol pain reliever to help knock out all your symptoms. Hot, soothing, lemony, strong. New Tylenol Cold and Flu. Nobody cares for your cold like Tylenol Cold.
No, I wasn't thinking about Susan. It was Kim. I was happy to be home. I wanted everything to be perfect. All right, maybe that put pressure on us, but it had nothing to do with Susan.
Except in the sense that it was your relationship with Susan that derailed this perfect marriage. It's only natural that that thought might cross your mind once or twice.
All right, maybe, but that's a lot different than thinking about Susan. Look, Matt, I made love to Susan once. Kim and I have had 5 years of a good, satisfying marriage. My wife is an extremely attractive woman in every way.
So is Susan.
What are you trying to get me to admit?
That Susan is an important part of your subconscious. Very important part. And to Kim, too. The harder that you two kept trying to keep her away from your bedroom last night, the more she was there.
It's pretty much what Kim said, too.
Look, Bob, some men can have an affair and just forget about it, and others can't. You can't expect to go back with Kim and pick up where you left off any more than you can expect your relationship with Susan to just go back to a uncomplicated friendship.
Well, if you're right, I've lost all the way around, haven't I?
Well, you can look at it that way, or you can look at it as an opportunity for an even deeper honesty in your marriage and a better understanding of yourself.
Well, right now, I'm not very happy with myself.
So then that's the place where you start. Work on that guilt. Not only the guilt you feel about having been unfaithful to Kim, but also the guilt you feel about abandoning Susan.
Well, I certainly didn't expect to be treated to lunch. Thank you very much. It's a little prelude to our family dinner. You will work on Father, won't you? Honey, I will tell him how important it is to you, and I'm sure he'll come. Oh, I knew and Franny agreed that it would all work out. I'm so excited. I love family parties and dinner parties.
Well, this should be the first of many, then. I want all of Oakdale to see this portrait that you've painted. Kim, I think you're really going to be impressed.
Oh, well, I've always admired my daughter's talent. This is a real departure for me, Mother. I felt it when I was painting. I had a new kind of energy.
You certainly are radiant with confidence.
That's it, exactly. And not just as an artist. As a woman as well. And I think it shows in my work.
Well, I can't wait to see it. I'm sorry, I hate to eat and run, but I do have to get back to the studio.
Let me take this call, and I'll walk you out, Kim.
Honey, thank you so much.
That was really lovely to see you in the middle of...
Yes, Sandra?
Yes.
Yes, she is, all right. Sabrina, it's a call for you from overseas.
Oh, it's my London solicitor. Would you wait for me, Mother? I'll only be a moment. Yes. Hello?
Wow, Kim,
Yes,
thank you.
Mother.
You've really made Sabrina's day. I don't think I've ever seen her quite this happy.
Her happiness is very important to me.
It's important to me, too. Look, I know that you have some reservations about me.
Indeed, I do. And my husband's reservations are even stronger than mine.
Well, that's only fair. I've made some mistakes. I'd just like a chance to atone for them. I'd also like a chance to prove my love to your daughter. Look how she's changed my life. Look how she's changed me.
But no, that's right, Nigel. I want you to transfer everything to Jessica Griffin. I'm handling all my financial affairs from Oakdale from now on. After all, this is where I plan to spend the rest of my life.
The radical tuna melt.
Right on, Duke. This is radical mushroom soup.
Okay, you guys are just hungry, that's all.
Does anyone want third?
I gotta get back to the hospital.
I'll take some.
Really? What? Wait a minute. Casey hasn't even gotten his present yet.
Yeah, well, give it to him some other time. Call me back when he's up or something like that.
Okay, Pop.
Pop, yeah. I'm gonna miss him.
Hey, listen, Pop, you know why you don't want me going to Rutgers?
I think we've been over that subject, okay?
Because with me gone, you're afraid of being all alone, aren't you?
I hate to tell you this, Duke, but I have managed on my own before.
Yeah, well, that was before when you had Lucy. Now you don't have Lucy. You know, Pop, I think you miss her more than you care to admit.
Look, just because you're in love, it doesn't mean that the whole world is some great romantic place or something like that, you know? Sure, I miss the good times. I even miss some of the wild times. But the lady wore me out. That's the end of the story. It's all over, okay? Done. We move on to the next thing. Oh, look, if you've made up your mind to go to New Jersey, then I guess you should go to New Jersey. I guess you should be happy and do what you want to do. Just remember to pick up the phone every now and then, will you?
Yeah. What my old man thinks means a lot to me.
Well, what I think is that you'll make a wonderful doctor, and that Rutgers has a good medical school.
Right. All right. You're not going to get rid of me that easily.
I say, give me a call. Let me know what you're doing, okay?
We'll see.
Good. I'll see you.
Harry,
Yes.
spending an awful lot of time at the Earl Mitchell Center these days.
Well, I've just been...
Well, because of Dana, of course. She's actually going to be working there until the in vitro is successful. So, Margot, what do you think?
you can really convince Tommy to come to Tonio's party, right? I mean, it's very important for Sabrina that we all be there.
No, 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 no. The trial is coming up soon, and Tommy doesn't like Tonio.
Okay, I know. Tommy never sees shades of gray, only black and white.
Makes life easier.
I'm gonna get a glass of water. Would anybody else like one?
Not me, thanks.
Remember that talk we had about finding yourself attracted to someone other than your spouse?
Yeah. Yeah, as I recall, you said it wasn't the attraction that was right or wrong. It's what you did about it.
It's Granny, isn't it?
I was born to make you happy. I think it's just my style. Everywhere I go, tell everyone I know, baby, I love to see you smile.
Colgate prevents more cavities, reduces more tartar, and keeps more mouths healthy than anyone else in the world.
I love to see you smile.
Colgate, because your smile was meant to last a lifetime.
Ziploc presents Fingerman.
Hi, I'm here to demonstrate a big new idea. That's right, introducing the new Gripper Zipper from Ziploc. Now the easiest closing bag there is. In fact, I can even close it, whoa, blindfolded. I know it's closing because I can feel the zipper grabbing hold. It's locking. Feel it close the first time, every time. And you don't have to see it to believe it. Ooh. Ziploc bags with the new Gripper Zipper. The easiest closing bag there is.
Hey, homemade bread.
That's for the bake sale.
Be great with Country Crock.
That would be great for the bake sale.
The Country Crock tastes so rich and buttery.
Hey.
Your bread deserves that delicious taste, melting into every bite.
Oh, brother.
And it has fewer calories.
Right.
And no cholesterol.
Okay. This one's for Country Crock.
Alone at last.
Maybe we should take Country Crock to the bake sale.
No. Let's stay here and loaf around.
Come taste the country. Rich and buttery, but with fewer calories and no cholesterol. Shed Spread Country Crock. The taste of the country.
We want to nurture and nourish our kids forever, so switch to new Mr. Turkey deli-style lunch meats. High in deli taste, low in fat, and start a healthy habit they could hold on to.
And now for our traffic update. 95 is bumper to bumper, makes it 34 to 48.
Wouldn't it be great if Brawny cleaned up all the big messes in your life? Brawny, the big tough towel.
Jane? Hi. Is Kirk here?
No, it certainly is nice to see you twice in one day.
Yeah.
No, he's been gone for some time, and Lucinda is fit to be tied.
Oh, she's still giving you and Ambrose a hard time?
Well, not unless you can't keeping him so busy we don't get to see enough of each other. Want me to give Kirk a message for you?
No, I don't. You know, I'll just try to catch him.
I think he's trying to track down
Jane, we need the boss lady's signature on these.
Hi.
Hi. Looking for Kirk?
Yeah, I am.
How did things go with Caleb?
Things didn't go well. I blew it. Evidently, all the information that I gave Tom's going to give them a motive for murder and not suicide. I went over to Jessica's. She's not happy, Holden. I have now given her another reason to not represent him. This is not good. I blew it.
Well, you were only trying to help.
Ah, Ellie. My hopes are up. If Ellie's here, can Kirk be far behind?
Actually, I was looking for Kirk. Lucinda, have you seen him?
I don't know where anybody is. I'm not going to let you out of my sight. Hey, did you cancel my appointment with Rex at the hospital?
But Iva needs to know what you want to do about the house tour and the dinner party that you scheduled as a benefit for the hospital.
I don't know. I don't care. I forgot about it. Well, all right. Well, I'll go to the hospital and I'll reschedule it. Okay. Right. Holden, I need facts and figures. I've got to go.
I'm out of here. Will you have Kirk come?
Thank you, Ellie. Holden, I had a nice talk with Lily after you left the office.
You did?
Yes, I did. But you know what I see there? I see a girl who's putting her life on hold for you. While you and your whole family sort out all their problems. Is that right? Is that right? I don't like it.
Neither do I. That's why I wanted her to go to Des Moines. I don't expect her to drop everything for me.
Oh, you give with one hand and take with the other, don't you, kid?
I don't understand what that means.
Well, you tell her with your mouth that you want her to have a life of her own, and then you have subtle ways of showing her that you need her, and then you glue her to your side.
I love her. I can't pretend that I don't.
But you're still a married man. You haven't done anything about a divorce.
You don't understand the severity of the situation.
No, I don't. And I wish somebody would enlighten me, because where I sit, I see a guy who wants to have his cake and eat it too, and a lot. All in Lily's time.
I can't explain it to you. I'm sorry.
There isn't anything to explain, is that it? You're just selfish. You're just selfish and stubborn. Right? Well, I think that's rotten. When it comes to my daughter's happiness.
Okay, I know you, and I know what you're doing. You're trying to soften me up.
Oh, you really didn't expect me to wait till tonight, did you?
For what?
For what?
Mm-hmm. Whoop.
All right, break it up, break it up. Hey, Jess, I wanted to see you.
And I thought you came here to see me. By the way, where's Casey?
The baby!
Don't do that to me.
No, Duke and Leanne are watching him. Listen, I want to know if you and Duncan can come over some night before Leanne goes back to Rutgers for dinner.
Oh, well, I'd love to, but I don't know if Duncan will be back in time.
Back from where?
I don't know. Off chasing some proof to nail Tonio.
Again?
Yeah, well, obviously Duncan thinks the law applies to everybody else. Of course, unless it's going to work in his favor.
Do I detect a little bitterness there?
Well, I haven't had a great day. Ellie came to see me.
I thought you'd taken yourself off of Caleb's case.
Well, I did, but I've reconsidered.
Well, from what Ellie told me, I see why you wanted to keep it all under wraps.
That was at Caleb's insistence. I thought it would help. But now I see how it could be misinterpreted. But I believe Caleb is innocent. That's why I can't just walk away from this.
Well, good for you. So what did Ellie tell you? What? Come on, will somebody give me a clue what's going on?
Caleb went to confront Henry Lang after he learned that Henry had been sexually abusing Angel since she was 11 years old.
Well, thanks for dragging me out to lunch, Daryl. I really did need the time away from my desk, but there was really no reason why you had to bring me all the way back out here.
Well, I'll tell you the truth. I'll do just about anything to get on that open water. I got a thing for boats.
Boats, huh? You do a lot of boating back in Iowa.
Well, my father-in-law had a yacht he kept down in Fort Lauderdale. We used to take it down to the Caribbean. Once we took it to the Mediterranean, sailed the Greek Isles.
The Greek Isles? Yeah. No kidding. That's where Barbara and Hal spent their honeymoon.
Really?
Yeah. Boy, I tell you, Daryl, I really feel for Barbara right now. Yeah. Her and Hal, they were so close. They had such a wonderful relationship, especially after the baby came. Then just out of the blue, bam, wham, it's all over with.
I tell you, life doesn't tend to give you fair warning when it's about to pull the rug out from under you. I mean, you could be sitting there one day thinking, hey, I have got it all. Or so you believe. And then, like you say, wham. Yeah, that's why I really believe that if you find happiness, you gotta reach out and grab it. Or else spend the rest of your life regretting the things you let pass you by.
At the Nelson house, they always love getting together for Sunday dinner.
Ready yet, Grandma?
It's just special. Like the house dressing, zesty Italian from Kraft.
How the heck did he ever drop a ball like that?
Only Kraft has the tangy, spicy taste that's made zesty Italian the favorite at the Nelson house.
Oh, Mom, thank you.
And probably yours. Zesty Italian from Kraft.
Have you ever played football?
America's house dressing.
Introducing new Easter candies from Brock's.
Just an egg picking second. Chicks and rabbits. Always chicks and rabbits. What's so new about this?
Well, how about our new Easter bunny?
Him? Ho-ho, that's rich.
Try one of these, Duck.
Jad Roots, a genuine Easter duck. Somebody's using the old noodle.
This here Easter's more fun with me and the whole Looney Tunes gang from Brock's. Look for the Brock's Easter display, and you could win a giant Looney Tunes kite.
Thank you.
Now you can ask Angela Lansbury about Bufferin.
Angela, for a miserable backache, is Bufferin really strong aspirin?
Oh, my, yes. I've learned extra strength Bufferin has the strongest dose of aspirin you can buy, 1,000 milligrams.
Miss Lansbury, how can Bufferin be so strong if it has buffers?
I wondered myself, till I heard that the buffers don't weaken it. They just help prevent aspirin's stomach upset. I depend on Bufferin.
Shouldn't you discover the strength of Bufferin?
Thanks for the bottle of champagne, John. Oh, you're welcome. Believe me, divorce isn't everything it's cracked up to be. By the way, I'm going to be moving out of the garage apartment just as soon as Duke leaves.
Oh, you got a new apartment.
Well, I haven't yet, but I'll live at the executive club until something turns up for me.
We'll be happy to forward your mail.
Shall we go?
I had a session with Dr. Matthews this morning.
Oh, you know, I was thinking you're probably right about our dissecting everything. I mean, we have been under so much pressure. And it was just one night.
Yes, one night.
Hello. Hello, again.
Hi.
We were just on our way down to the cafeteria. Would you like to join us?
Well, Tony has a session with Dr. Michaels, but I'd love to.
Oh, well, good. Maybe that'll give us a chance to work on your father about dinner.
What dinner?
Well, that's what we want to talk to you about. I'll see you later, darling.
Goodbye.
So, what you said to Margot's? Well, you meant that?
Of course I am. When have I ever pulled my punches with you?
You're right. Thanks.
You're welcome. You're welcome. We should have best of luck.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi, Duke.
Hey, Lucy.
How you doing?
I gotta get back to work.
Oh, God, is he still running away every time?
No, I don't think he is. I think he really has to go back to work. He has things to do. So do I.
I need a doctor.
You do?
But I gotta go to Des Moines.
Oh, yeah, I heard you were going to go. I hear you're trying to keep this guy out of Lily's life.
Oh, no. It's business.
Business?
Yeah, and that's business. That's all I got left.
Well, you left me no option. It's really too bad, you know? I think we had a great chance to make it there. We were so good together in so many ways, but you just couldn't accept that. You were just so damn insecure about everything.
John, I don't believe what I'm hearing. My ears aren't hearing. You're so happy to be rid of me. That's the way you've been acting.
Well, we're both all alone now. That's a fine thing, isn't it? It's kind of sad when you think about it. Of course, I'm sure you never do think about it. Have a good trip to Des Moines now.
John!
Oh, look, Cinda. I was just on the phone with Duncan's secretary, and she said that he's out of the country. Do you know where he's gone?
Duncan? I haven't the faintest idea.
I'll come directly to your hotel when we land, Gavin.
This is your home territory, Duncan.
Aye. I should have known the trail would lead us back to Edinburgh. That's where James Stenbeck, when he was calling himself Lester Keyes, established his bloody drug empire. What made you think of Kendall?
It's something Barbara said. Luckily, Kendall himself is out of the country. And a lovely female solicitor in the office took the bait when I expressed concern over security. She quickly pointed out that Kendall kept all of his top-secret documents in a vault in the basement of his home.
Well, let's hope he's kept records of his dealings with Stenbeck's Swiss accounts, as well as with Terrell and Reyes.
Now, I've lined up a first-rate safecracker, but you realize the risk involved.
I do, and I'm willing to take it.
Good. Good. After all, we're doing this for Shannon.
Aye. For Shannon.
Virgil Cartwright has refused to see you, and there's nothing I can do about it. Perhaps he'll talk to Barclay Lang when he gets here.
Barclay is coming to Oakdale? That's a good sign.
Yeah, well, it may be too late. I mean, we need to find Angel now. That's why I was hoping the Cartwright could tell us how she knew about his arrest.
District Attorney Hughes?
Attorney Hughes, how can I help you?
I understand that you've arrested my brother, Virgil Cartwright.
Oh, Miss Cartwright.
Sister Dominic, St. Mary's Convent, outside Winston-Salem. May I see him, please?
Excuse me. My name is Holden Snyder. And you may know my wife. Her name is Angel Lang Snyder.
Not everyone knows this, Shirley, but your mom wasn't always this smart.
Why?
Because I used to think to get my dishes really clean, I had to use stuff that was rough on my hands. Boy, was I wrong or what?
Why?
Because now I've got Ivory liquid. Ivory got this greasy casserole dish clean, but it didn't dry my hands.
So,
Clean dishes, soft hands.
why? Why? Because.
Ivory Liquid, where clean and soft go hand in hand.
The new Tide with Bleach is ultra.
When I had the kids, I thought I'd bought my last white towel.
Ultra small. Ultra intensified.
I thought that little scoop was just too small. This washcloth is caked with mud, ground into the terry cloth.
Take dirt gone down to the fiber. Gets only this white with other detergents. But with Ultra Tide with Bleach, it's whiter. Whiter down to the tuft.
Now this is my kind of white.
The new Tide with Bleach is ultra.
All you have to do is try it.
Static can make you lose your appetite.
It'll stop you.
Static can make you stick out in a crowd.
It'll stop you.
And static can be an embarrassing handicap.
It'll stop you.
The more you move, the more static can build up. But you can stop static cling by using Bounce. Bounce leaves clothes virtually static-free.
It won't stop you.
Bounce stops static before static stops you.
Before Fred, before Ethel, before Little Ricky. The couple that won the hearts of America. Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz in the long-lost show that started it all. Hosted by Lucy Arnaz. The very first episode of I Love Lucy, Friday at 10.
This portion of As the World Turns has been brought to you by Bounce. It stops static before static stops you. Stay tuned for Guiding Light, next on most of these CBS stations.
Bloody fighting. I'm not gonna...
There are kids to get dressed, breakfast to be made.